Testing, testing. Let's see. Hi, this is Snow Leaf Tree here, and I'm actually recording from a cafe here at Worcester. And I wanted to share a couple of interesting things from finding this place. Let's see. So first of all, it's the 25th of February 2019, and it's Trevor in Switzerland. It'd be 7:49 in the evening. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm reporting from a cafe and I can't hear myself speak, so it doesn't have the audio speaking up too well. So headsets may be necessary. But before I begin, I wanted to share this, say, a great treatise from the I Ching, and Music Alchemy was instructed to give this to me. And I feel like it's very relevant. When she first shared it with me, I felt like, wow, that really relates to what I'm going through. So, the Master said, to bless means to help. Heaven helps the man who is devoted. Men help the man who is true. He who walks in truth and is devoted in his thinking, and furthermore reveres the worthy, is blessed by heaven. He has good fortune, and there is nothing that would not further. This is the great treatise of the I Ching. Really love it. And so with this, I wanted to share this location. I was only overnight at Boston, just at the airport. I made my way over to Worcester. And here's a map. So small. So Worcester's very interesting, and from the stories that I've been hearing about Worcester, I thought I would share about this little place. But before I share this, it's my partner. It was probably about November or so. He told me that he had a dream, and in this dream he was. He saw he was going up in one path, a steadily rising path, and I had actually stumbled down. And then after I'd stumbled down, I went straight up. I didn't know what that meant. I thought, oh, that must be my death point. But that's far from the truth. Anyway, Music Alchemy did a couple of things, and gave some information. So what I'm sharing about is Worcester. So let me come to this other picture here. So here we have the transportation from Boston, going along the different pathways, through the different cities. There's Brookline, Somerville, Newton, Oldham, Wesley, Framingham. Framingham is actually where I accidentally got off the train, and I wasn't even halfway to Worcester. That was a bad mistake. I ended up catching an Uber, and was driven over to Worcester, actually to the location where I'm currently staying. And you know, with this, I actually had a dream about roller coasters and how roller coasters have this portal where the children who go on this roller coaster ride are being identified. And so, with my not going to Worcester's train station, I would have had to go through the train station down to this big auditorium or open space in a lower floor, and then I would have come up to the street level, which is where I would have possibly would have been marked or identified. Anyway, for whatever reason, I ended up getting off at Framingham and caught over, so I kind of bypassed the Worcester. But people have this energetic idea of just how they are. There's no doubt that I've been ID'd somehow. It's not a problem, don't worry. But I just thought that was interesting because for whatever reason, I didn't go through the Worcester train station. You so, it's like, what is here in Worcester? Worcester is interesting because it happens to be where the first Dunkin' Donuts was opened. It was 1953, Dunkin' Donuts, which is headquartered in Canton, Massachusetts. On my other videos, I had been sort of tracking the internet attacks and found that Canton, I thought it was Canton, upstate New York. It was up here in up here in upstate New York or Massachusetts. It was New York, upstate New York. Anyway, it was also called Canton. Lots of internet activity attacks were happening at Canton. I'll try to find a link to that, and then you can just see all the attacks for that particular day when it was happening. But anyway, Dunkin' Donuts corporate office is located in Canton, Massachusetts. Canton's very interesting, primarily because in Switzerland, instead of having states, it's called cantons. Sorry, Canton. And Canton is also where they have the Cantonese. These are Chinese. They are Garfians, and it's like what I was saying. It's just to identify these different groups and realize they're all participating somehow. I'm going to share one more image here. Yes, so here we have Dunkin' Donuts history. Dunkin' Donuts was founded in 1950 by William Rosenberg of Massachusetts. The first location was in Quincy, Massachusetts. In 1955, the first franchise opened in Worcester in 1955. Not 1953, but 1955. In 1963, the chain opened their 100th corporately owned location. In 1964, the 100th franchise opened. 1,000. This is a company that was expanding very rapidly. In 1990, the 2,000th location opened, and in 2004, the company headquarters was relocated to Canton, Massachusetts. Now, 2004, there are a lot of things that sort of happened, took place after 2003. So it's always like, what was going on in your life about 2003? A lot of decisions were being made, and there was a lot of movement that was happening. Sorry, I didn't realize I had my mic off. So Yo-Yo Ma is significant primarily because he is scheduled to play at the Music Roaster on Sunday, April 7th, 2019 at the Mechanics Hall. Tickets are fairly affordable. And I had one more image that I wanted to share. Yeah, here we go. I thought that I would play the audio here, but we've got a lot of noise happening here in the cafe, so hopefully you can hear me. I first heard Yo-Yo Ma play in '93 when I was over in Silver Spring, Maryland, visiting my aunt, and my uncle had the complete Bach cello suites he recorded for me on a cassettes, and I had a chance to take that and play it until the cassette tape broke, basically, or wore out. Let's see. Now, the next couple of images that I'm going to share is actually something that was brought to my attention by Music Alchemy. It's like in January, she had collected these articles, sexual misconduct allegations that was concerns at Holy Cross. Now, Holy Cross is a university here. There is also Clark University, which we are located probably a block and a half away from. We're very close to dormitories, our fraternity, our sorority housings. Yes. So this is an article that was actually written by Sarah O'Connell, and it essentially goes over the let's see. Music Alchemy said this is the kind of article that would should be relabeled as Dean's sexual misconduct allegations arise of concern at Holy Cross. Let's see. So I wish I was a little more organized here. This is the second article. There's actually two more. Holy Cross professor on administrative level after sexual harassment allegations. And this is the Worcester magazine. I will put links in the video description. Let's see, this is the Holy Cross Condemns Instagram account documenting sexual assault on campus. And this is the telegram.com, Worcester, Massachusetts. And for anybody who happens to be on Instagram, this is the account. It is now being private. But sexual assault on the Hill. Triggered warning, our community doesn't think sexual assault is real. Make your voice and or story heard anonymously. And so there is a link here. But at this time when I was trying to access it, the Instagram account was made private. This is the another article from Worcester magazine.com. Features sexual assaults on campus, college campuses. Is Title IX working? And down below we can see these three men who are actually Oregon. They're actually Oregon recipients of a prestigious Oregon scholarship. And let's see. What came to mind following this article that was published January 30th to February 6th, 2019, is about Rodin, the sculpture. And basically, I'm sorry, but this is, I'll just read the first paragraph. Brett McGuire couldn't help but laugh when he saw a poster from the current exhibition at the Holy Cross Cantor Art Gallery. Rodin, Truth, Form, Life. I'm sorry, but that's just so ironic. McGuire is referring to an infamous affair the sculptor Augustus Rodin had with his student, who was driven to a life of abuse and eventually committed to a French mental institution in 1913. With this, I would like to share what I have discovered about Rodin, the sculpture.
For 5 years, you made all 5 corporate matches.
So this is Rodin, and various sculptures that he had created. So I'll just pull up a couple of them and we can take a look at them. The Falling Man. This is the man himself. We know him for the thinker. Auguste Rodin sculptures turn heads at Paris auctions.
Thursday, my lawyer wants to push it, just get it to the picture for
There's more sculptures.
go to trial and lose. Then it's just correct.
The Weeping Lion.
That's it. So that's what it is. The threshold for small
The Kiss.
Two planes under.
This is a little one that I thought was curious. The Storm.
His daughter.
So if we think about Rodin being a sculptor and pursuing young students, it's kind of interesting. Transforming sculpture is becoming him.
You go there because the show is today. That's how they.
Here's another example of that unusual picture.
Has 50 minutes. What do you mean? They pay you fly out. They pay you. They've seen people how mad they look at this.
Modern art history.
It's more like
Eternal Idol.
What?
This is a curious one. This is Iris.
Come on, this is common knowledge.
French.
Makes sense. I just thought about it. Okay, I'll say one. Wow.
The reason why I'm bringing up Rodin is because on the West Coast, at Stanford University, in the medical court, Memorial Court, we have a large collection of Rodin sculptures. This would be considered one of the largest collections. They're all massed together. Leland Stanford had a son who was studying to become a doctor, but he died. And so all the wealth went into creating this university. So Stanford University has a collection of Rodin sculptures. So this music alchemy had also shared this, let's see, Carrie Berner's testimony at the International Tribunal for Natural Justice. And I realized there was some information on there that may be corrupt, but Carrie Berner, with her testimony, and many other survivors or victims of the the church, they were worth listening to. Now, it's important to realize her role, and I will put links in the video description. I believe a big part of what's happening, there's actually a mention, and I'm sorry I can't play that part of the video because it's just too loud in here, but it is worth going through and listening if you have any interest. There is mention to Worcester. So this is just a short little finding of where I'm located and kind of things that I'm finding. Now, last night I was speaking to Music Alchemy and I realized there's a very similar correlation between Maui County, which is made up of Maui, Molokai, and which Larry Ellison from Oracle purchased back in 2013 for like 550 billion dollars. I wouldn't be surprised if it were for $550 million. But Larry Ellison had purchased this island overnight. It's considered the Pineapple Island. And then there's also Ko'okolave. Ko'okolave, back in the 70s, was being bombed for missile practice by the U.S. military. It has not been cleaned up, but it has been returned to the Hawaiians. It's a toxic waste site. And Paviakala is the third largest mountain on the Hawaiian Islands, and it's considered an energy vortex, very similar to here. Maui County has the highest number of artists, musicians, per square mile than any other area or city on the planet. It's just got a lot of artists, lots of creativity is there. Maui, from Lahaina, that's actually where the whalers first settled. Lahaina of Maui County, and it's a beautiful city. I'll find a picture so you can see when you're up on the hill from Lahaina. You can see Ko'okolave, Lahaina, and Molokai. It's a beautiful area. That's where the whalers went, and it's actually the oldest lighthouse in the Pacific located there. Now, energy comes from the earth, and here in Worcester there's a lot of musicians who happen to be looking for gigs, but the infrastructure here, it's like the Nazis were here, and the infrastructure has all these enormous potholes, so it's very dangerous to drive a car on the streets. Let's see, but lots of creativity, and this is where Music Alchemy has been able to find her musical muse and create with so much ease. There's real energy here. One of the roommates that are actually in the house with us, she does graffiti art. And I have yet to see her stuff, but she's only 20. She's really young and active. Very sensitive too. So what Music Alchemy and I had kind of clarified is that the creativity was here first, and then those who are harnessing the energy, the creativity from the energies here seem to be connected to those who control the system. It's all going down. and it's actually indicative in how people are behaving. I can't really speak further on this place that we happen to be staying at. I don't have all the details, but I will say it's very the owner puts up a good front. He's on his best behavior when I answer the door. Nobody really answers the door except for me because I'm always in the kitchen. But I'm not going to be working in the kitchen anymore. I'm just going to come to the cafe here. Anyway, I hope the audio comes out. This is just a test run to see how it comes. If I can do it here. It's very noisy. I can't even hear myself think. Which may be a good thing because it makes me speak louder. So hopefully you can hear me. All right, so Small Love True out for now. This is Monday. Have a productive week.